Hello my royals, I'm DarkriseKnight. Welcome back to more Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. In the last episode, we finished up level 1 and fought Wispy Woods. For like, what, the 1000th time at this point in Kirby history? And got the ores back, and played around in Merry Magaland. In this episode, it's time to move on to level 2, which is... come on up. Over this way. Raisin Ruins. So let's go. This is kind of where the game gets a little more challenging, but not really. I think the challenge really starts like at the tail end of like World 3. Here we go. With the new ability. Whip. What a stylish hat! With the whip's long reach, striking foes and pulling in items, snap, adventure awaits. Whip is kinda bad in my opinion. I think it's really bad. Thank you. You're supposed to get the burger from using whip. That is something interesting. See what I mean? Whip's kind of like... I don't know. I just don't like whip all that much. And we need it. Because you can get an items through that way. I just don't like whip all that much. It's very much like a... supposed to be like multiple hits, but they're super weak. But we got this. This is sand. Sand can be shifted into all kinds of shapes. Form a fist, smash and grab, then finish your foes by sculpting a sudden sandcastle. This is one of the new abilities that was added for Triple Deluxe, so you might really want to look after what this does. And oh boy. This is a really good ability. Of you. Actually, no. This doubles as a whip replacement. So you may notice, this move acts a lot like other abilities. This copy ability acts like other abilities, and I feel like that's on purpose. They're gonna do this for a reason, I feel like. Well, not really a good reason, but... ah! They did give us for a reason. A cannon! Cannon be lit with fire. Just get in, hold down to let the fuse run faster. And we got our first gear. Indeed it is. Back on out. And just drops you right down there. Ooh, fun, we got a needle. Alright, semi-piece on needle, not really that good. Nah, just not really good ability. Which is why I'm immediately going to drop it for Beam. I like Beam a lot. Now it does that. Let's roll on down. Get your prize at the end. And we got another boulder. Get in between. And here's your next gear. Yes, not every stage will have the super ability, and not every first stage will have it either. Ooh. A lot of boulders there. Go down. Go for it. Oh. Oh, time to rush through. Down here. And there we go. Through the door. We got Parasol now. Block falling objects. Fill your parasol with wind and go for a stroll through the sky. The best comes last. That's right, circus throw. Parasol is just not a good ability. That's why I immediately got rid of it. Ooh, bonkers! So Bonkers here is a very special enemy. He gives you the hammer ability. Wield the Hammer Kings, pulverize hard objects, drive down stakes, light it on fire, and you'll get the hammer flip technique. So I just want to make sure. Okay. Yes. The hammer throw. Do not do that. The hammer throw gets rid of the hammer. But why did I say that Bonkers is a special enemy? Well, we never had a enemy to drop hammer. It was always Bonkers. A sort of mini-boss who dropped the hammer ability. It wasn't until Forgotten Land that we got a enemy that dropped hammer. Which I think is very interesting. Stage 2. The 15 energy spheres you collected have unlocked the door to copy ability room 1. So, the copy ability rooms allow you to practice copy abilities, but also gives you them outright. So if there's ability you want to start a stage with, well, you have it. That right there is called a Noddy. N-O-D-D-Y, if you're curious. And they give Kirby a special ability, copy ability, that I will not show yet. Because it is essentially a detriment to you. This This guy also gives you a special ability that has some interesting lore to it. Some of you may already know about it. Get some grapes and more ticket. And exit out of this place. By the way, yeah, hammer gives you invisibility frames when you use it. Exit this door. Ooh, rocky. They really want us to have stone, so why not? This is why I said, don't use this. Ta-da. Stone! Transform into all sorts of rocks, some rare and shiny, then crush things to bits. Uppercut with a rocky fist, slide down slopes too. So this is where rock truly got more moves to its moveset. Originally, all you got was this right here. But this is where it gave it some more moves. As you can see, it's just rock, rock, rock. But you now get more to it. And you also get some references as well to other Kirby games, and you can rotate the statue as well. As this is a reference to Kirby's Dream Land 2, and these are the main animal companions you get: Rick, Kine, and Koo. Oh, you get one of Magalore and the Lure Starcutter, which is very neat. This one you might want to just do it. Pass through here, and you get the spear. There's our first one. Let's head on. There we go. Now we have Kirby underwater. He just spits water at enemies. Here we go. Oh, I can get this ability. This is water. When this game first came out on the Wii, water was a sort of new copy ability. It was shown up in the anime, which, yeah, Kirby had an anime. It was called Kirby Right Back At You. I thought it was pretty interesting. A lot of people will say it's like cheesy 90s. But if you can find it, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good watch. But I said earlier, this has some interesting lore to it. So, well, yes, this did appear in the anime. Kirby Return to Dreamland seemed to have stemmed from another idea. This idea was that this game originally was meant to be on the GameCube. Because you can find videos of something that looks very similar to this game, with having 4 people in it. And there's even a boss fight that does appear later on, that appeared in that little demo that they showed off. And water appeared in there as well. I believe it's very much believed that that game eventually became Kirby's Return to Dreamland because it had a lot of things that are similar to it, including the water ability, which, by the way, I never said this off. Look out! You're a water wizard! Ride the waves to wipe out the flames in your way. Oh, and your water gun is supercharged, too. So yeah, that was underwater, where, like, Kirby spat bubbles. It's called Enchanted Water Gun, I think. Well, can't really do much with these guys, but they got stars on them, so you know what that means. There he is. We got a new super ability. Flare Beam. Make Flare Beam bend to your will. Gather electricity into the rod to control it with your mind. Just fling it around, no worries. Flare Beam is one of the super abilities that I would say is the hardest to control. Just because of how wild this thing gets. Ow. I'm not the biggest fan of Flare Beam. Just because of how unwieldy I feel like it controls at times. But yes, I'm coming back down here to see what was down here. But yeah, you gotta do some crazy puzzles with this. Well, not crazy, just like kind of difficult ones. I think of all the super abilities, I kinda wish we didn't have this one. Because yes, there are some cut super abilities that we know of. I believe one that we know of was Super Cutter. Which kind of functions the same way as as the Ultra Sword. I think that's why it was kind of cut. Because all it would be is that the boomerang that you get on top of the Kirby's hat will get bigger. Well, there's the portal. It seems like there may have been other cut abilities, but we just don't know about them. Maybe we do. Anywho, next dimension. I do kind of like this. Something that is kind of like lost in this version. Originally, this place was black and white. There would be no color at all. The only thing that would have color would of course be the enemies. Everything else was black and white. And you only got color back after you defeated the boss. Centurion? Speaking of boss. Parasol or whip? I'd rather take whip. There we go. And we got another Spear Doomer. For the Spear Doomer, if you notice, he actually has a different color. This is actually an elemental Spear Doomer. They are functionally the same as the other Spear Doomer you met, just they now have an element tied to them. This guy is fire elemented. There we go. You will see 2 more of them. And there we go. Woo. We go. Done. Goal game. 4. There we go. Stage 2 done. On to stage 3. 20 spheres unlock the sand challenge. We have okay. Yeah. Let's do stage 3. Parasol. Stone. There we go. Hey. Just float up here and grab that. Get those stars. And climb on up. Ooh. There we go. You can only see that just a little bit at the corner of your eye, but if you know remember where you saw it, you can get it. There we go. Into the door. Oh, I know what this is. So this is pick the right entrance and you get something. Normally the right entrance will be marked with something. This is where I think one of, in my opinion, oh no, it's not. Or is it this level? It's just... Oh, Mumsy! Mumbies, I think. One of the two. Yeah, Kirby names are weird. You can actually believe it. The cannons also have names. Ooh, tornado. No. Tornado. Round and round you go. Spin with special controls. Wiggle the control stick to charge up a whirlwind attack. Round and whee! You do have to touch the ground before you fly again. And it is hard to control at times. But I really enjoy it. Especially if you're in like a controlled space, or just a space that just allows you to just go ham with it. Again, you gotta, and you're pretty much invincible during the attack as well. So like, tornadoes are really good. bosses, I think, would really... is really where Tornado shines. But we got another ability that I really want us to use. This is my contender for worst copy ability. High jump. Leap into the air with a high jump, then zoom back down with an unstoppable high-speed rocket dive. The hero returns. This is all you do with it. You can't control yourself. So, you can launch them multiple times. And you are invincible. By the way, there's stuff above that. I just missed it because I kept holding up. Festival for mini boss? That's not bad. And a maximum tomato box, which you can throw at them. Oh, King Do! Give me my maximum tomato. Thank you. This is what you wanted beam for. Another sphere. There we go. 3 of 4. There we go. Right through here. And we have cannons that move in different directions. Go for the biggest prize. That normally leads you to good things. And there's all the energy spheres. Keep wanting to hit B to jump, even though I know I switched it to A, but go up here, so you get that 1 star, go back this way, wait for 1 full rotation, launch, and here we are. Get yourself a ticket, some almond rice, and some fries, and let's be on our way. There we go. Number 3. Still haven't made it to 1 yet. Woo! That was good. Got through about half of stage 2. Well, a little more than half. And we're about to get to stage 4. Level 2, I mean. And here, next time on Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe, we hit up stage 4 and possibly the boss. Why am I saying possibly the boss? Of course we're gonna hit the boss. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.